we go harness racing at Albion Park this Saturday night, as per the norm, but this week a little bit different. We're light on numbers, 8 races, and we start just after 5:40. We need some winners for this program coming through this weekend, so we've tracked down Angus, Garrard and Shane Graham. Angus Garrard jumps in the hot seat to go through his book of drives for this Saturday night. We've got an 8-race program and he's online with us now. Angus, appreciate the time.
No worries, thanks for having me, Chris.
We start with a good race to kick off this program. It's the free-for-all, and you've got a great drive here in Tommy Lincoln. He was a late scratching recently. That was due to a transport issue. I think there was a problem with the Mark Duck's truck, but everything's back on deck now, and he lines up, and this looks a very suitable race for him.
Yeah, it does. You know, his trial was super, and you know, back to the mile this week certainly looks favourable.
Okay. Now, we haven't seen him since the Carnival. Last time out, he was chasing home Rock and Marty. 2 starts ago, he lined up in the Redcliffe Cup. So it's a significant drop in grade. Let's talk about that trial just recently. It was a pretty handy trial. Cruz Bramack, the former New Zealand Cup winner, lined up in that trial. At the turn, he loomed, but your guy just went into another gear and just powered up the home straight. He must have felt awesome.
Yeah, he was really good. You know, we came home in sub-27 there, and as you said, he sort of left Cruz Bramack standing at the top of the straight, and you know, I never really asked him either, so certainly encouraging signs.
Yeah, and the best thing about that trial form looks okay. Cruz Bramack went around in that free-for-all last week, the race that Tommy Lincoln was the late scratching in, and he went a really good race from a wide draw after being used hard early.
Yeah, that's right, he raced really well first up over the trip, and he fought on really good too.
Well, with Tommy Lincoln, we know he's a very good short course horse. Has he got the speed to clear those to his inside?
You know, he's got really good gate speed. I think he does. I'm not sort of, I wouldn't say yes, I'm just going to clear him for fun, but we do have really good gate speed, and I think we do have an opportunity to use that, but I wouldn't say we're going to come out all guns blazing either. I don't really think we'll have any set plan. We'll just sort of play it by ear and look for the best spot when the gate leaves.
Does he have to lead to win then?
No, I don't think so. I think he showed in that trial, you know, he came off cover there, and you know, the Redcliffe Cup there, he wasn't far away and sat on the fence and came off cover. You know, as long as he settles good on a helmet, which he normally does, he's pretty lethal from anywhere, really. Okay,
main rivals. Are we looking at the Turpin runners? Big Wheels, who's won his past 2, including a feature, and Black Sedans, who's a last start free-for-all winner?
Yeah, 100%. You know, you can't take anything away from either of them. They've both been racing super, and you can't fault their recent efforts. So they're definitely not. It's definitely no easy race, but you know, hopefully we can use the advantage of that bit better draw.
I'm tipping you're not swapping drives though.
No, I don't think so. I think my guy's well, and he's probably as good as he's been for a while, judging by that trial.
All right, well, that's Tommy Lincoln in the opener. Let's go across to race 4 now. So Bob's your uncle. You know this guy really well. You've had plenty of experience sitting behind him. This is his 3rd run within the week. Can I ask the question? Last week he chased home Uncle Shank, a near-track record time, and then on Tuesday he was chasing them home again. Is he tired?
Oh, I don't know about tired. I don't really think he's tired. He's just probably a horse that really needs that cosy run. He's probably not great when he sort of gets off the track and has to make long runs, so the gate on Saturday night definitely suits him down to the ground.
Okay, well, he had a second row draw there on Tuesday, 2 off the second row, so he lands the inside gate here on Saturday night. Looking to your outside, there's a stack of speed, so you can sort of pick and choose which one you want to take the sit on.
Yeah, that's right. As you said, there's heaps of speed there, so we've sort of just got to get out the best we can initially, and then make a bit of a decision from there.
So ideally, you want to be behind leader. You don't want to be 3 fence.
Oh, of course, we'd love to be behind the leader. That's sort of the best spot, but I mean, I wouldn't say you can't win from 3 fence either. It's not a bad spot if we did, for some reason, land there, but we'll definitely be looking to take a trial on one that's going to be holding. Okay,
and just looking at this field, there's a bit of depth here. There's a few that are in form.
Yeah, that's right. It's the same. It's definitely not an easy race, but you know, from the draw, it sort of gives him every hope.
Okay, race 5. You're driving Yankee CJ again. You partner up with Mark Ducks. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this your first sit behind this guy?
Yeah. I haven't been behind him before. So looking forward to having a drive on him. But he's been racing well, I think, without a lot of luck.
You've raced against him quite a bit though, so you know what you're sort of in for here with Yankee CJ.
Yeah, that's right. I think he's a horse that likes a bit of a suck along. So if we can find a nice helmet to follow, whether that be on the fence or somewhere else, I definitely think he's sort of good enough to run into it.
Okay, this is a step up on what he's been competing against at Redcliffe of late. But just looking at that front row, they're going to generate pace here. You know, the Grogfather likes to go hard. Back in Town's a go-forward horse. Who knows, good as it gets, Swayze, they might try and get as handy as possible. So that early speed might suit you.
Yeah, that's right. You know, and you know we're drawn on the back of Swayze. He parked out in 53 last start, so it's a good one to be following initially, and hopefully with that bit of pressure, it can bring us right into it.
All right. Race 6 on Saturday night. Luxury Lad backing up from Wednesday night at Redcliffe. How did you assess the performance?
Yeah, I thought he was good. You know, he had to park out there, and you know that last half was really solid. He's probably a horse who, if he can control it down the back, he's got a really sharp sort of 500 or 600, but there are a few sort of came wide, sort of from the half, and probably told on us a little bit the last sort of 100 to 200. But I thought he stuck on well. You know, he still ran a sub 57 half here over the trip. So.
Okay, you've got speed to your inside, you've got speed to your outside, including the likely favourite in Future Assured. So, how does this race set up early?
Yeah, it's probably a little tricky for us to work out where we're going to be, to be honest. I wouldn't say he's brilliant off the gate, but he's sort of not slow either. So we're probably just going to have to put his nose on the gate and, you know, see how quick we can get out that first 50 and then have a look.
Okay, Leander's an early scratching, so the small field, that's a bonus for him?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, well that's Luxury Lad in race number 6, your final drive on Saturday night in the trot. Sir Fahrenheit, only a small field of 5. He's got the back mark here. He's the reigning Queensland Trotter of the Year, and he's got to overcome a 35-metre handicap. Can he do it on Saturday night?
Oh, I think he can do it. I think he can always do it, really. It's just a matter of sort of whether he's really in the zone. You know, he's probably lost a little bit of confidence those couple of runs prior. You know, he sort of copped a little bit of a check and made a break there in the heat of the DJA, and then we had a bit go wrong, and then he sort of brought himself undone when we brought him back and over-raced over the trip, parked out. So, you know, we were really encouraged by last week's run. You know, his sectionals were good. We just looked after him a little bit, and we were really happy with the way he raced and the way he hit the line. So I think, obviously, the stand over the 26 is probably his pet trip, really, and the small field definitely brings us into it.
Okay, the horse that beat you last week, King of the North, looms as the horse to beat again, but can you give him, 35 metres start?
Oh, it's always hard, you know, giving him a start, but as I said, this is probably our pet trip, and he's probably taken a little bit more fitness out of last run. And, you know, we always know he's going to step good and get away well. Some of those others can be a little bit sort of 50-50 away, so that definitely gives us a bit of an advantage.
Okay, tell me this then. If he wins on Saturday night, overcoming this handicap, does that solidify a campaign in Sydney later this month?
Yeah, I think so. We're probably sort of 80 to 90% on taking him anyway. But definitely, I think if he wins, that probably makes it 100%.
Okay, well, you've got some good drives there on Saturday night. I'm intrigued by what you're going to nominate as your best. So which is it?
I'm really looking forward to Tommy Lincoln. Off that trial, he really excited me again. So hopefully he's right back to his best and can race like that on Saturday night.
Awesome. Race 1, number 5, Tommy Lincoln. Angus, as always, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
No worries. Thanks, Chris.
Shane Graham has a busy night in front of him on Saturday night. It's only an 8-race program, but Shane's going around in most, if not all, races, and he joins us now. Shane, appreciate the time.
No problems, Chris.
We start with the open class pace on Saturday night. Pretty handy lineup as well. You're driving Escalera, last start placed at Albion Park. How does he measure up in this lineup?
Yeah, look, he's a bit outgraded probably. It's a step up for him. He probably needs to be in the second division, so he's going to find it a bit tough, I think.
Okay, gate 3. How do you rate that pace drawn to your inside? Better than Diamonds and Aphorism?
Yeah, both have got good gate speed. You know, a couple of runs back I led on Aphorism. I think they got out in 26 or 25 or something. So he's high gate speed, so there is plenty there.
Okay, and then you've got class to your outside, including Tommy Lincoln, Big Wheels, and then off the second row, Black Sedan. So it is a tidy lineup, and they look like they're going to get along and run a bit of time here.
Yeah, that's right. Especially the way the barrier draws have, fallen with Black Stance off the back line, and Tommy Lincoln, he trialled pretty well last time out. So yeah, it's going to be a good race.
All right, but we're waiting for another day with Escalera by the sound of it.
Yeah, more suitable race probably for him.
Okay, race 2. I'm keen to get your thoughts here. Mystery Road. He just had the wrong draw last week. Was it as simple as that?
Yeah, I think so. It's probably the right draw if the one had a bit more gate speed, but as it panned out, he just ended up too far back. But I thought he hit the line still all right from back in the field.
Okay, front row draw this week, gate 3, Just Josh and 1, Gendon Strike 2. How does this play out early?
Yeah, he's a bit of a funny horse. Some weeks he gets out of the gate better than others, so hopefully he's keen to sort of go at the start and we can, make use of the barrier.
Okay, that victory 2 starts ago, he was dominant. So if he reproduces an effort like that, he'll take some beating here.
Yeah, that's right. He, he sort of probably his last 4 or 5 runs he hadn't put in a bad one. So, if the right one turns up, he's definitely going to run a race.
Okay, well that's Mystery Road. I've got to ask just quickly. You've also got No Doubt and Glen Eagle Warrior stepping out here. How do you rate their chances?
Yeah, look, they're, probably numerically it's not great how they're going, but they are racing well with no luck. So, they probably, if they get the right trips, it wouldn't surprise if either of them sort of run into the placings. Glen Eagle Warrior, he got home good last start in a hard race. So they're going well without, a lot of luck.
No Doubt. Could you light him up and lead this field?
Yeah, look, he is quite quick out and, he have done before. So, probably just leave that up to Narissa on what she wants to do.
Okay, a couple of the key runners in that race facing tricky draws. Rocks or Diamonds out in 7, Mufasa Raid, and then you've got Obi-Wan 9. So going to be a competitive race, that one.
Yeah, it will be, especially the way, like you said, the marbles have fallen. So, probably they're the classier horses, Rocks or Diamonds and Mufasa, but they've got tough draws, so sort of evens things up a bit.
All right, race 3. Keen to get your thoughts on Chuapika Glory. He's building nicely. Will it be his night on Saturday night?
Yeah, look, like you said, each run's been better, and last week he sort of hit the line well and probably was a bit unlucky not to run a place. So barrier draw's a big plus, but, they're still hard to get home.
It looks fairly simple. Is it too simple where there's a chance lead, you're sitting right behind, and there's constant pressure applied by the Harvey Bay, you zip up the inside and score?
Sounds good to me.
It looks a good race for him, that's for sure and certain. Race 4, here's a mare that's in super form, Auntie Bella. You were with this mare 2 starts ago when she was able to take out that feature. She's drawn gate 7. Is this tough?
Yeah, it is tough, but she's racing really well. I've only driven it a couple of times, and each time she's gone better, I feel. So, from the tough draw, you can't fault the way she's going.
She had a wide draw last week and she was good enough to overcome it. That was against her own sex, so she's taking on all comers here on Saturday night. But when mares are in form, the rule is you've got to stick with them.
Yeah, well, that's true, so let's hope it's right.
Okay, well, that's Auntie Bella. Chris Frisby's doing a good job with her. She's in really good form, so she looms as a terrific chance there in race number 4, albeit from that wide gate. Is 3 in Heaven the horse to beat there?
Yeah, I think so. He's racing, really well, and he, he never puts in a bad run, so he's probably the main danger. Okay,
race 5. One of your own runners here, the Grogfather. He's been placed 4 of his last 5. Will it be his turn on Saturday night?
Yeah, let's hope so. He's run some good races, and then last week, probably on paper looked like he had his chance to win, but he's, he's a bit of a bold goer, and I don't think sort of sitting beyond the leader and sprint lane is his real go, So I think last time when he led, they went quick time for 2100, and time before that over a mile quick time. So he's a freewheeling horse, so hopefully we can do that Saturday night.
Do you think you'll be in front again?
I'd like to hope so, but, we'll be up there somewhere.
Okay, that's plan A. We'll work out plan B later by the sound of it.
Sounds good.
All right, race 6, you're driving Press Statement. He's in form. He scored 2 starts ago. Last start a runner-up. One last roll, Future Assured. Looked the hardest to beat here, but how do you rate the chances of Press Statement?
Yeah, look, he's going okay, but like you said, there's a couple of nice handy ones in it that can run time over a mile. So, you know, he'll need all the runs to go his way, but yeah, he's going okay.
Okay, left me at the bars, drawn gate 1, gate speed horse, so you should land a fairly easy spot pretty quick by the look of it.
Yeah, that's right. No, I think the small field suits.
All right. The last race on Saturday night for the mares, Dancing to the Beat is your drive. She's close. She was good last week running third. Can she register a victory here?
Yeah, look, she's knocking on the door. She is going well. Probably just, you know, the wrong horse drawn inside of her in barrier 2, so that makes it a bit tougher, but she is getting off the gate pretty good, so she'll be up there somewhere.
Yeah, gate 3 at the mile at Albion Park. It can be a little treacherous, if you want to say that.
Yeah, totally agree.
Okay, so what's the pick of your drives at this stage for Saturday night?
Yeah, look, I'd have to say Mystery Road. If the right one, if he turns up like he has been, I think he can run a good race.
Okay, race 2, number 3, Mystery Road. Shane, as always, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
No worries. Thanks, Chris.
A big thanks to both Angus and Shane. We wish them the very best of luck coming through on Saturday night. Time now for a good gamble. I'm coming up with race 3, number 1, Chuapika Glory. You could sense a little bit of confidence here in the voice of Shane Graham, but I'm really keen on his chances. He's building nicely, and he's finally landed a good draw, so I really like him. Race 3, number 1, Chuapika Glory, marking him as the best bet on the program. Remember, if you are gambling this weekend, you know the score, stay in control, gamble responsibly. We'll see you trackside, 8 races, starting just after 5:40.